Hi guys, Stuart and Aaron here for Outdoor Basics. Sorry we haven't been about a lot recently, just we've been so busy with work and stuff like that. Both of us had kind of really hectic projects on and stuff like that, but we're out and we've got quite a few wee videos we're gonna crack on with and share with you. So you will maybe remember a few months ago that I done a wee video, I think it was on our Facebook page, about this, which is an SA6. So for, I believe it was my birthday, all the lads that kind of came out with us all chipped in, which was so kind of them. Everybody chipped in and they got me a SA6 because it was a knife that I was really interested in. I have an SA4. I bought that off my mate Alec from Easy Going Outdoors, and I absolutely adore it, and I really wanted to try the SA6. So I'm not going to go on too much about the SA6 because it's been done to death. I'm just going to go on about my setup on the sheath and how I like to use the SA6. So if you look at the knife itself, if you see kind of here, I rocky roaded the handle, I think you could call it, myself. And it just, in terms of grip, it's just completely changed the whole use of the knife. And I'm over the moon with this knife. We've been building our new shelter in the last 2-3 Sundays that we've been out, and I've used this for so much stuff, especially kind of going back to that Luco grip, just on the pinky and dropping back there. It chops incredibly well. I love being able to choke up on it. I love the jimping, the handle, everything. So it's an outstanding knife. I love this knife. I know some people maybe don't like it, some people do. Horses for courses, and everybody's different. For me, I really like this knife. I like the 1095 high carbon. It's good. On the back here, I've got some 550 survival cord. So inside this, it's got tinder, so like which is red. So when you break it all down, you've still got your 7 strands of string, and you've got the red part which is tinder, and the other part which is some fishing line, some fishing twine. So that's a good wee addition. You can never have too much cordage. So I'm just going to move that off to the side. This is what I kind of wanted to talk about, the sheath. Within the sheath itself, I've tried to cover as many of the 5 C's as I could. I've got a cutting tool, some cordage, and then if you look at this here, the way I've wrapped all this round there, again, that is 4 and a bit metres, so a fair amount of that survival cord. So that's 4 and a bit metres of fishing line, 4 and a bit metres of tinder, the 7 strands of the paracord, and then the outer casing of that cordage. So I could definitely get a shelter on the go, start making traps, do whatever with that amount of cordage. So that's 2 covered. I've got my cutting tool, and I've got a load of cordage between that and this that I could definitely use. I've got this little pouch here. Inside here I've covered a few things. Also, if you look at it here, I have some inner tube. Also in this section here, I have more inner tube. So that's a good wee amount of tinder for getting a fire on the go. I also have a good wee chunk of fatwood, so that's another load of tinder. So I've got the inner strand tinder for the cordage, I've got inner tube, and I've got a load of fatwood, so I've got a decent amount of tinder there. As far as combustion goes, I've got this TBS fire steel here, a good thick, easy to hold fire steel, so if your hands are cold or you're having a bit of a mare, as you can see it throws sparks no problem, and with a good striker attached. And then I've got my lighter set up, which I'm going to do another small video on. So I've got my lighter set up, so that's 2 methods of combustion there. I mean, you're never going to go wrong with this being wet. And then I've got my lighter. Also on the lighter here, you'll see I've got a load of Gorilla Tape, and again that's another tinder. So I've got inner tube, fatwood, the cordage that can be burned, and I've got tape. So I've got 4 different types of tinder there. I've got 2 methods of combustion, and also I've got a wee bellows. I've got a wee pocket bellows to aid me in crappy conditions for getting a fire on the go. Something else that I chucked in, that I just, if you look in here, I've got a small with a big hole there, big kind of head on it, sailmaker's needle, so if any of my gear gets damaged, I can quickly start to put that together. So I mean, this is a really simple wee setup that I've covered a few of the 5 C's. I've got a good amount of tinder, all good to go. As you can see, it all just slips away, no problem whatsoever. Just slide that in the top as well. So, and then that there, I just put the adjustable belt loop on myself. You can see I threaded it all through, so there's no chance of that coming off. In my kind of setup there, with my SE6 setup, I've got a whole load of cordage, I've got an absolutely outstanding cutting tool, 2 methods of combustion, I've got an aid for my combustion in my bellows, and I've got 4 different types of tinder in my Gorilla Tape, my inner tube, my fat wood, and the combustible inner strand of that cordage. So within that setup, before I even go on to my pocket contents, I've got a really good wee setup to improve survivability. And I treat this independently. I don't touch this, I don't mess around with it. I treat it as its own wee pouch that I just leave to the side, and it's there as a backup should I ever need it. So yeah, that's my take on it. I like to have pretty much all of my knives set up in this way, with a very similar pouch, cord and inner tube setup. So yeah, that's my take on it. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe and all that good sounding stuff. And maybe put some pictures in or whatever of your setup and show me what you've got. I'm always open to ideas. Also, I got this glow-in-the-dark tape, and I put it on the knife itself and on the sheath, just as a wee aid. It's actually really helpful. So yeah, as always, I've been Stuart, he's been Alan, and yous have been awesome.